Welcome to the Marketing Coach Podcast. I'm your host, Angie Ginsler, and I teach you how to get more traffic, leads, and sales without the hustle or headache. Let's get started. Hey guys, in today's episode, we're going to talk about how to turn visitors to your website into leads for your business. Now, this is the third episode in my Sales Funnels Made Simple series. And in the first episode, I walked you through all the stages of the online marketing model. So if you have not listened to that episode, I encourage you to go back and listen to that one so that you can get a visual understanding of what the online marketing model looks like and how it works. So today I'm going to be diving into the second stage of the online marketing model, and that is the engage stage. Now, this is where you're going to turn your website visitors into leads for your business. In the previous stage, which was the attract stage, you got people onto your website, and now your job is to get them to hand over their contact information and become a lead. Now, typically, this is just an email address and maybe their name, but some companies, depending on the nature of their business, do like to gather a lot more information. But I want you to keep in mind, the more information that you collect, the harder it is to get someone to hand that information over. So the least amount of information that you are asking, the better. So that's why I recommend just ask for their name and their email address. And sometimes even asking for someone to hand over their email address can be pretty difficult. People are now very cautious of their inbox. They don't want it to get too overloaded and out of control, so they're really careful about who they give their email address to. So how do you convince someone to hand over their email address? You need to have a very compelling offer. Gone are the days of saying, join my newsletter or jump on our email list to get updates and tips and news. It cannot be very generic like that. You need to be very specific and offer them something of value, which is called a lead magnet. Now, a lead magnet is some sort of free gift that you give someone in exchange for their contact information. So for example, you could offer a free worksheet or a free checklist in exchange for their contact information. Now, selecting the right lead magnet for your audience and for your offer, whatever it is that you're trying to sell, is absolutely essential. You can't just create some random lead magnet, throw it out there, and hope that it's going to work and bring leads and bring sales to your business. You need to be very strategic about what your lead magnet is. It needs to make sense for your ideal customer, for the piece of content that they landed on, and for the final product or service that you want to sell them. So let me give you an example. On my website, most of my content revolves around social media marketing. And within all of my blog posts, my podcast episodes, and my videos, I promote my free social media cheat sheet. And in that cheat sheet, people can download it in exchange for their email address, and it gives them 100 social media post ideas. Now, once they get that cheat sheet, my goal is to get them to then join my social media content club, where they get even more done for you engaging content for social media. So this cheat sheet works great because it relates to the content that they're reading on my website. They come to my website to learn about marketing, and then I provide them with this cheat sheet for social media that will make that aspect of their marketing so much easier. Because it's just 2 pages with post ideas, they can consume it almost instantly. Within a couple of minutes of receiving it, they can glance through it, then post it next to their computer and start receiving instant value from it. That is the key with a high converting, high quality lead magnet. You want to make sure that it can provide them with instant value. When I first started my business, I made the mistake of creating a 63-page ebook as a lead magnet. Now, at the time I thought, oh, this is so great. This is going to be fantastic. I am providing so much value and no one's going to be able to resist this. It's just going to kill it. And it actually did terrible. It completely bombed. I didn't have nearly as many people converting to download the ebook as I thought I would get. And then when they did download the ebook, not one person converted into a paying customer. And I think this happened for one of 2 reasons. The first reason is because there was so much value within this ebook. I think most everyone that finished the ebook, that read the whole thing, thought, well, I already got what I needed from this. I don't know what more she could provide me from her paid services, so I'm not going to become a customer. And then the second reason that I think it completely failed was that most people didn't even read the ebook. I mean, a 63-page ebook, you see that and it's like, okay, this is going to take me some time. I'm going to need to set aside some time to really sit down and read this. But at the end of the day, how many business owners really have time to sit down and read a 63-page ebook? So make sure that your lead magnet is providing a quick win, and it's giving them just a small snapshot of what you're able to offer, but make sure that that small snapshot does provide them with value so they can see, oh my gosh, if this person can provide me this much value with this tiny little bit, what more value could I get from their paid product or service? Now, most people think that lead magnets need to be a PDF of some sort, but that is not the case. I want you to think outside the box of the PDF and think beyond that. Now, particularly if you are an e-commerce business or you are a service provider. So if you're an e-commerce business, it might make more sense for you to offer some sort of coupon as your lead magnet. So if they join your email list, then they'll get a 20% off coupon their first order, or maybe they'll get a special coupon code for free shipping on their first order. So those work really, really well for e-commerce businesses. Now, if you're a service provider, maybe you offer a free consultation and they don't have to pay to have that first meeting or that first coaching session with you. Maybe you offer a webinar or a detailed training where you are teaching something related to that service that you provide. So if you're offering some sort of consultative service or a one-on-one service, let them get a feel for what it's like to work with you. That could be your lead magnet. Now, if you sell digital products, an online course, maybe you're a blogger, then the PDFs could work really great for you. You could provide some sort of worksheet, a checklist, a cheat sheet, a guide, a planner. But again, make sure that you keep it small. Don't go so far overboard and out of control that once they're done with it, they either A, they don't even consume it, or B, when they're done consuming it, you don't want them to think, why would I need their paid product? Okay, so once you've created that high quality lead magnet, then how do you get people to actually download it? You do this with opt-in forms. Now you can create opt-in forms through your email service provider. So I use MailerLite. Go to your email service provider, create those opt-in forms, and then I want you to embed them in a bunch of different places on your website. Okay, so the first place is on your homepage. Make sure that you have a call to action for them to download that lead magnet above the fold. So that first part of your homepage, it needs to be right there front and center. Then I want you to make sure it's in the footer of your website. Make sure you have an opt-in form on there or some sort of call to action with a button that would take them to the landing page where they could enter in their information and download your lead magnet. Then I want you to make sure that it is embedded into every single blog post on your website. Now, if you have content about lots of different topics, then only focus on embedding that opt-in form on topics related to that lead magnet, which then relates to, the same sort of product or service. So you want to have them within your blog posts that are related to the same topic, and at least embed it once. If possible, embed it 3 different times. If it's a long blog post, embed it once within the first couple paragraphs, embed it a second time in the middle of the post, and then a third time at the very, very end of the post. So I'm talking anywhere from 1,500 words or more posts. If you have very short posts under 500 words, only embed it once. It'll look ridiculous to have it in there 3 times. Okay, so once you've got it in those blog posts, I also want you to make sure it's in the sidebar menu of your blog posts. And then the final place that you can embed it is either in some sort of hello bar or a pop-up on your website. Okay, so let's recap very quickly. To turn your website visitors into email subscribers, you need to have a high-quality lead magnet, and you need to have opt-in forms posted all over your website promoting that lead magnet. So that is how you get leads in the engage stage of the online marketing model. Now, the next episode in the podcast is going to dive deeper into the nurture stage of the online marketing model, and you will learn how to then take those leads and nurture them into paying customers. And before I leave you, don't forget that perseverance, not perfection, is the key to success. I believe in you, I believe in your business, and I'm cheering you on. If you liked this episode and learned something new, make sure you rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast. And if you haven't given the Social Media Content Club a try yet, head over to angieginsler.com/content club to start your 7-day trial of done for you copy and paste content directly from your phone. You're going to love it. Well, that's it for today. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next episode.